Hello and welcome to the Geek Lab, and this one's a bit different because we're going to be looking at something that is based on a technology that has been well and truly consigned to the skip. For this is a Sony Walkman, which uses cassettes, which have mainly been consigned to the skip, although as with other older formats there tends to be a resurgence of late, but that's a different matter. That's for a different video. This video, we're going to be looking at this beauty. Now, this has a special place in my heart. How romantic. Because this is not just any Walkman. This is the this is the model of Walkman that saw me through my college years. It's not the exact Walkman. I bought this one recently for bargain price of £10 from a charity shop. But it was one of these that saw me through my college years after it was donated to me by my older sister. So, let's have a look at this beauty and what it can do. Well, let's start with the front. On the front, you've got Walkman. In case you didn't know, it's a Walkman. There were many types of portable cassette players, but Sony was the dog's dobbers. If you had a Sony, you were the king. And Sony, as you probably know, invented the Walkman. So, yeah. It's like having a Mercedes. They invented the combustion engine. Oh, I'm going to get comments from the trolls in the comments now for that one. Oh well. Anywho, on the front we have 3 controls. Mega bass on and off. I'll show you this later. Mega bass was a big thing in the 80s and 90s. Oh yes, I'll show you why in a moment. You have a very simple graphic equalizer, which has got your high and low and a slider switch for maximum and minimum, and obviously the Sony label proudly displayed there. On the bottom you've just got a DC jack, 3 volts. Other side, not much, just technical stuff. On this side you have volume switch, which is the roll type, headphone jack or line out if you're using it with a sound system. You have Dolby noise reduction on or off, and normal. Well, let's just sway around for you. Normal, chromium and metal. Now let's start with this side. One thing, if you've not used a cassette, they're based on basically rust on tape, and you do get this rumbling in the background. Great special effects there, no expense spared. So Dolby noise reduction was an attempt to lower that, and in general it did work very well. Your tapes could come on different types. There are 3 types. If you watch Tech Moon video, he has a video all about the different types. But you've got normal, which is like ferrous oxide, I think. Chromium and metal, which is, I forgot. But anyway, you got your 3 different settings for your different types of tape. On the top, fast forward, rewind, stop, play on these switches, which are not actually metal. They are plastic, but they look metal, and that's all that counted. And to put your cassette in, tape flies forward, and your cassette goes in there with the side you want facing forward. So if I want side 1 to play, it goes forward and you close. Right, let's have a look at what it sounds like. I'm going to have to use some copyrighted music here, so expect me to talk all over it. I won't be turning it up too loud, but let's plug it in and let's have a quick demo. Now, what I'm going to do is do it with all these functions off and then switch them on slowly and show you how it sounds. So I've got the little speaker here that I reviewed a while ago, the X-Leader one, and that's going to be providing the sound for us today. So if I press play, you forget how good the sound quality actually is on these, and it can go extremely loud. Now if I listen to the music normal and then I switch these up, low, doesn't do much, high, to be honest they don't do much. It might be different when you're using headphones, but doesn't really use much here. Now what I'm going to do next is show you the bass boost thing. Obviously you're listening to this through camera microphone, so it's not going to be the same as it would be in real life, but you'll get an idea. So if I turn it back up, we'll put the bass boost on. Ready? And here goes. Oh yeah. Ah! There we go. Yeah, enough of that for the moment. I've just realised that these only are activated when the bass boost, when the mega bass is switched on. Silly me, but there you go. I'm going to keep that in because that's live. Now the other thing, let me just show you one of the downsides of the Walkman. Apart from battery life, which is about 4 hours on 2 AA batteries, which go in here. Also got a removable clip on the back. But one of the downsides is Wobble audio, which I've just called it, by the way. Let me show you. There you are, happily playing away. Now it's good when you're standing still, but if you're walking, this thing's wobbling. Let's show you what happens to the sound. Yeah, so if you hear that, that could get quite wobbly. Now, in reality, it wasn't going to wobble all the time because you're just not walking along normally. But if you step down a curb or we're descending a flight of steps or something, you're going to get wobble audio. Or if you're running with this thing and it's on your hip, you're going to get wobble audio. So it suffered from that, the same as any other. So, yes, that is the... What model is it again? The WM-B19 Sony Walkman from around 1992, which is when my sister gave it me. So there we go. So if you spot one of these, good investment if you like this sort of technology. So if you haven't subscribed already and you enjoy these sort of videos, then please feel free to subscribe and feel free to join us in our social media groups from Facebook and stuff down below. And if you really like the channel, we have Patreon too. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.